Hey guys, just Kadamu here, and today I'm showing off 5 of my battle-scarred GMs. This is the first wave of my custom battle-scarred collection made by Joshua Cerna. I've also got some others being made by Dark Vortex. Now, before you start crying, in case you didn't see the other reviews, no good figures were harmed in the making of this video. Promise. After years of doing Gundams R Us, anytime something came in incomplete, it went into the parts bin to donate parts to the next round of figures that came in to be fixed and sold. That's what I did. I bought lots, I restored them, and I sold them. So I ended up with a whole bunch of GMs that didn't have heads, or occasionally missing other parts, or a little bit discolored, but always missing heads. I don't know why people are always making custom GMs. So what do you do with a GM body that doesn't have a head? So I just hung on to them, so I could maybe battle scar them someday. At the same time, I ended up with a whole bunch of RX-78 version 1 ones that were irreparable, or by the time I stopped doing it as a business, that had a whole bunch of parts that didn't have any value and could not be completed as a figure. And so the 2 of those types, the GMs with no heads and RX-78 version 1s, turned into an army of GMs. All of the heads you see before you were resin cast, so they're copies of the original version 1 GM head. And there's all kinds of cool battle scarring done to these guys. Some of these parts that I actually had battle scarred, like this shield, I got in a lot that was already battle scarred. It just hadn't been done well. I think this one as well. You know, sometimes people would try and battle scar their Gundams and they just didn't really make the mark. But And I'm one of those people too. Like, my battle scarring is not as good as Dark Vortex or Joshua Cerna. And Joshua did an amazing job at these. And so the beautiful part about the MSA action figures is that they're compatible with each other. And so just about any part on any of these 5 GMs, or now GMs, because this one is RX-78. This one has RX-78 version 1 torso, and this one was an RX-78. So only 2 of these, or 3 of these were GMs. I've got a whole bunch of RX-78s, others that are going to be turned into GMs as well. But they're just wonderfully battle scarred. So you could swap parts on them. So if you wanted this guy to have a complete arm, you could just take this guy's arm and stick it on him, and they'll match. You want this guy's head on this guy right here, you could totally do that. You want this guy's chest on that guy's legs and lower torso, you can totally do that. I love the Mobile Suit in Action figure line. And so you just with 5 GMs here, the possibilities are near endless. It's just really great. These guys are great. They'll make great stand-ins in epic battles. You know, you'll see these guys floating around in space, just lifelessly floating because they're dead. You know, as a main character flies by, this will just be floating. Well, you know, in space, no one can hear you scream or fart, for that matter. This is one of my favorites. It's just totaled. So like I said, these were scrap figures, they were damaged figures, they were incomplete, and not very easy to complete as far as GM heads go. And now there's a whole line of them. So I've got 3 more right now being made by Dark Vortex, and like 4 more partial RX-78s version 1s to be basically turned into GMs. I did it on my vacation. They'll get repainted like this guy here and look absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to having one that actually has a hole punched through it. And so just to show off what I was talking about earlier, like, okay, so I want this guy who's still alive to have his leg just blown off. So, boom, now his leg's been blown off. You know, no, I want him to actually have a different arm, you know, instead of this outstretched hand, which I could just swap the hand too, but I'm just going to take this guy's arm and Pop it on there. And you know, we need a more destroyed shoulder too. So stick that on there. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Just absolutely endless. So now he's on the ground, bracing himself with his hand, leaning forwards as best as he can since I made slits into the skirt armor, and firing, trying to save his life. Yeah, these guys are great. They are possibly some of the most beautiful figures in my collection. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe as I post a new video just about every other day. And I'll see you guys next time.